Hey, what's up guys? This is Logic, and today I'm doing a Q&A with my fans online. I haven't tweeted anything out really myself in a very long time. Cause I'm back on the internet, bitch! Biracial. Here's some comments that you guys left me. Let's get into it. Isaac 15309 something that I can't remember, but there it is, asks, have there been any iterations for the name College Park? That's a great question. There was a point when I was so over rap because originally College Park was going to be two sides, an A side and a B side, super boom bap hip hop and then super indie rock, you know, like Supermarket. It was like an hour and 49 minutes. And then I woke up one day and was like, okay, as cool as it would be to just go against the grain of things, should probably keep it a little concise. And that was like 6 months into creating the album. So 6 months in, I had 30 something tracks all on this. And then 2.5 years went by of me constantly working on it, and it changed and turned into College Park. Now here's the craziest part. College Park originally was an album that I was working on for Lenny. And so I was like working on Big Lembo's album, and we just started doing skits. The first skit that we did actually wasn't written. A skit where I go through a drive-through with Big Lembo was actually something we just did on the fly on a stage microphone for fun and just winged it. And then me realizing like, whoa, that was like a moment of us in a drive-through. What if this was 10 years ago? What if this was in College Park? What if this was a day? What if da-da-da? And then it just turned into a Logic album. It's really cool. Fitz Bryce asks, what is the most fulfilling moment of your career? The moment where you look back and it reminds you that it was all worth it. I would have to say that moment in my career actually has nothing to do with my career whatsoever and has everything to do with my family. So knowing that all the adversity, all the shit that I've gone through, everything that I've been through as a man, as an artist, as a creative, as a sensitive human being, all the fucking crazy shit, it was worth it because I have my son and a woman who loves me and stands by me and supports me. Hey, is that Britt?
Yeah.
Come here. This is my wife.
Hello.
What's your name?
Brittany Hall.
How old are you?
24.
I love, she forgets her age because she's one, so mature, and two, like, she just be in boss bitch mode, you know what I mean? Focus on.
All that matters is Bobby's age to me now.
Here's a real question. So, do you like the fact that I'm a rapper? Like, do you like it? Is it cool?
Of course I do.
Now, what about when we're like at date night and I get like this genius idea that I can't let go and I'm pulling out my phone like 10 times just to write it down really quick? Honestly.
I don't mind it because the ideas are always great anyway. But I mean, of course, every once in a while it can be like, I'll be in the middle of a story or in the middle of having a conversation with you and you'll be like,
get down, motherfucker, get up, and I'm writing lyrics or like different things, yeah.
But for the most part, no, I don't mind.
Avery Circle asks, if you gave little Bobby the biggest piece of advice, what would it be? What would it be?
I think the biggest thing we try to teach him, I don't know if it's necessarily advice, but is to stay humble for sure. So just always knowing what's going on around him. And
yeah, we don't want him to turn into the kid that's like, my dad owns your dad. And it's like, no, my dad owns a yacht and your dad, yeah, we don't want our son to become that.
Right.
Okay. I think one thing, if I could teach him, probably never trust a hoe. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
I would say always do the best that you can to be a gentleman. The definition of a gentleman or a lady is a person who goes out of their way to make sure that everybody else around them feels comfortable. And I think that's very important. And I strive to do that when I'm not busting these hoes and getting his money like a pimp. No, I'm just kidding. Fritz Anthony asks, what's the funniest thing little Bobby has ever done? I don't know.
He does
a lot.
Probably now, some phrases that come out of his mouth or some little attitude quirks that come out that you just have no idea where he could have learned that.
JML Blitz asks, what is your favorite story in a video game? Dude, that's honestly fucking difficult, bro. Fuck you, bro! No, I'm just kidding. Well, no, the cool thing is we edit all this shit, right? I could say anything. What else? What's a good one? Favorite story in a video game has to be The Last of Us. Just is what it is. Shout out Neil Druckmann. I fucking love you, Neil. Look at him, man. He looks like Jesus. I mean, he's shredded and he's got this hair, like it's like he just like parted the sea like Moses. Look at this guy. And he created one of the greatest video games of all time. And not only did that sexy God create one of the greatest video games of all time, he then took one of the biggest stands, me, and put me in the second video game. There I am right now doing mocap for it. Look at me, I'm doing mocap. And now this is me in the game. And this is a part of my dialogue.
Bitch is fucked up.
And that's how dreams are made. And that's how worlds are built. I got some editing for y'all motherfuckers to do.
Fuck.
Okay. Odil asks, while recording College Park, did it feel like nostalgia with all of the homies from back in the basement days? Yes. But it was like brand new. It was weird. Because you got to understand, like Castro had been in prison for like 3 years. And then he got out and we hadn't talked to him forever. So it was like, I'm seeing him for the first time. I'm seeing DJ Boss Player, my original DJ, for the first time in a decade. Like, it was really incredible. I flew everybody out fucking first class, took care of them, made sure they were good. It was incredible. It was super fun. And I'm definitely gonna do a more in-depth video on that question, actually. Thank you very much. Jacob asks, I don't have to say Jacob because I know Jake. I don't have to say his whole handle. This is like my little brother at this point, okay? What would the version of you that lived in College Park think of the project if he heard it today? That's a great question. He would explode. I would say he would literally explode. Y'all don't even know the shit I'm talking about. This album is the shit. It's incredible. You know, some people were like, you maybe shouldn't talk about it because in people's expectations, it should be high, motherfucker. This shit is amazing, all right? I put 3 years into it. I've never put 3 years into anything. My son, he's 3, shit, that's it. Now with that being said, from the instrumentation to the storytelling alone, this kid would hear how he went from Section 8, welfare, food stamps, poverty, drug-ridden household, guns, violence, to becoming one of the biggest rappers, most recognizable rappers in the world, one of the most successful artists in history. Crazy, crazy. I cannot believe it. He wouldn't know what to do with that information. I've been lucky and blessed enough to know how to process this information. A lot of people, they let fame, notoriety, these things truly go to their head and become not who they once were. And I am and will forever be me, but I am constantly changing. And I think I'm changing for the better. And that's all we can hope for as human beings. So I think that kid would see all of his dreams come true, hear all of his dreams come true from the first track to the last. What would I tell the version of myself? I'd have to say, you have to be you, unapologetically. Kid, be you. Yes, rap about a Rubik's Cube. Let them call you corny. Let them this, let them that. You're gonna be a millionaire, bro. Doing what you love. And as long as you stay true to you, even when it hurts, even when it's fucking difficult and it's hard, people on the internet wanna say you're lame or whatever. Like, bro, welcome to the club. They do it to Drake, they do it to Kendrick, they do it to Cole, they do it to everybody. You made it. You joined that fucking club, man. Just keep being you. That's what I'd tell him. Aaron asks, what is your favorite casual dining restaurant and why? It's a tough one, man. It's between Mastro's and Nobu. I have to go Mastro's. I love Mastro's and I love Nobu, but Mastro's is just a vibe. It is casual dining. It is chill. It's pretty cool. I like that. Most Hip Hop asks, if rap was no longer your profession, what would you dive headfirst into? You're looking at it and rap is still my profession. This is it, man. Creating content and connecting with my fans. It's the thing that's always driven me the most. I love you guys. I love talking to you guys, giving you different perspectives. I love that you give me different perspectives, and I'm just so lucky and so blessed. Like, this shit is like, this ain't for money. None of this isn't about money. This is da-da-da. It's like, bro, I've made money. I'm good. I'm doing this because I've missed you guys, and I needed to take that time away from my mental health, and now that I'm back, KG asks, what's a song you remember as a kid and can sing all the lyrics now? Probably it was a Good Day by Ice Cube. Just waking up in the morning, gotta thank God. I don't know, but today seems kinda odd. No pocket from the door, no small. The mama pocket back with no hole. Gotta pay for the something like that. OTK DR3 asks, as a film fan, how do you feel about the fact that in 2023 you're getting films from all these motherfucking directors? I think it's great. I mean, who doesn't? Yeah. I don't know. I love film. I think it's amazing, and I'm excited to go to the theater. Tip Top Hip Hop asks, if you could make an existing soundtrack for any movie, what movie would it be? I don't know why you talk like that, man. That's weird. Probably Interstellar. I would kill that, even though Hans killed it already. But I could do it. Roberto Espana asks, what is the hardest part about being a father balancing your music career and all your other projects? Shit, bro. Probably that there's not enough hours in the day, fam. I need 8 days a week, you feel me? Balance is the hardest. Now, I got it tatted on my hand, actually. Balance. Balance is a very difficult thing to achieve. Much like a person can master their craft, I'm a master MC, master musician. You know, I've spent my whole life doing it. You can never perfect such a thing. And there isn't such a thing as perfect, right? Because so much of what we like or what we don't like is really all just personal perspective and personal preference. When it comes to balance, I do the best that I can. Brad asks, whose verse were you most excited to hear for College Park and why? Seth MacFarlane, dude. Seth MacFarlane has been one of the biggest parts of my life. And the fact that it's like, you guys know me, I'm the young Sinatra, okay? And I absolutely love Frank. And this, to me, he's the closest thing to Frank Sinatra living today. So the fact that I got that man to sing on my album is amazing. And that's not to discredit anybody else, because I think runner-up for me is probably actually Castro for his verse on a song called Lightsabers. Insane, incredible. Paith NFTs asks, if you had the ability to go back in time and change one thing about one of your albums, would you? If so, which one? I'd probably go back and make everybody more biracial. Hey guys, that was really fun. Thank you so much for the questions. I hope we can do this in the future.